I'm Randy Weiss, small grain specialist at NC State University, and this crop alert about yellow wheat is made possible by the Small Grain Growers Association. Many growers are reporting that their wheat isn't greening up after top dress. There are several factors causing this yellow and poorly developed wheat, including cold injury, nutrient deficiencies, and soil viruses. So let's start with cold injury. Cold injury can result in minor leaf damage where the leaf bends over, dead twisted leaf tips, and areas of dead tissue. When cold kills the growing point, the flag leaf dies and tiller death will follow. Cold injury to the head can cause partial or total kernel loss. Most of the cold injury I've seen this week was limited to leaf damage, leaving the crop with plenty of yield potential. Nutrient deficiencies are of more concern. Manganese problems first appeared several months ago. Then, above average rainfall has resulted in nitrogen and sulfur, as well as potash leaching below the rooting zone. This combination of deficiencies related to nitrogen, sulfur, potash, and manganese, as well as cold damage, makes it difficult to visually determine what is causing the yellow wheat. Consequently, I'm recommending that growers send diagnostic soil and tissue samples to the NCDA lab for analysis. This week, Curtis Fountain, the Duplin County Extension agent, used NCDA tissue results to make recommendations to his growers. Where sulfur is deficient, he suggests 100 pounds of potassium sulfate. Where nitrogen and sulfur are recommended, he's recommending 100 pounds per acre of ammonium sulfate. And where manganese is deficient, he's recommending a half a pound of foliarly applied manganese, possibly followed with a second application after about 10 days' time. Finally, soil virus infections are also causing yellow wheat. These look a lot like nutrient deficiencies and/or cold damage. This is an example of soil-borne wheat mosaic. These plants look like they have a potash deficiency, but they actually don't. This is spindle streak. This field looked like all that it was suffering from was cold injury, but it was actually a virus. If you have wheat that isn't responding to fertilizer, get whole plant samples to the Plant Disease and Insect Clinic. They'll tell you if the wheat is infected, and if so, with what virus. This is important because in all future years, only wheat varieties that are resistant to that virus should be grown in that field. In conclusion, if you have wheat that isn't greening up, check for cold injury. Take diagnostic samples to test for nutrient deficiencies, and send whole plant samples to the Plant Disease and Insect Clinic to test for viruses. If you need more information, check the Small Grain Production Guide or go online to the Small Grain Production website at this address. And this crop alert was made possible by the Small Grain Growers Association.